MD95 TSI here, guys. It came finally. And this box shall be the 3D printer. But I wanted to do a video of unboxing it just because it's what we do, but more for security also. It's got a little gouge here and like a puncture here. The rest of the box seems pretty good. It says just check the seal for damage, and the seal doesn't seem to be damaged. So let's open it up and see what's in there. Okay, looks like some thick styrofoam. So okay, it penetrated the box, but it didn't.
Ended it right there.
And it dented the styrofoam, so the styrofoam did take the whatever punctured it, I guess. Okay, and that's so far what it is. Okay, so they do still give you some PLA. Because everyone did unboxings, they didn't show this. And this was bought from GearBest. So I think we might, some good I see the masking tape they're talking they put on there, which I have to get some painter's tape. And this plug here, so it's just, oh, thermostat wire. Oh, it's kind of like weird. It touches both places. Okay. Maybe it wasn't supposed to touch. So check that when you unbox it, because this little copper wire was over here touching on this wire. I don't know if it makes a difference, but anyway, on this plug here, it has 2 negatives and 2 positive, and you'll see on the wire once I get hooking it together, which is this wire, I do believe. Yes, it only uses 1 positive and 1 terminal. So this is what they talk about as a fire hazard. You have to, well, it goes like this, but, and then so you put a terminal on here that clips it to here, and we'll get into all that once I do it. But you see, they give you a little toolkit. Every piece of tool is supposed to be here to be able to put this together. Okay, so that's the hotbed. Let's put that back in there. This is the frame. And the guys I noticed in the 3D printing, they gave me like a heads up on this thing already, like the different parts that you should get later down the road and whatnot. So we got some micro switches, some PLA, whole bag of nuts and bolts and screws, some more wire. These are the bearing holders, well, plate holders that would go in here. And then the bearing's in there already, and that's what slides across like a rod that carries everything. Okay, let's see if we can take this out in layers. Yes, we can. So that's layer, right there. That's layer number 1. Layer number 2, looks like we have, oh, this is going to be the main board. Cool. That's what it's all about, guys. Taking it from everything in here and putting one machine together and making it work. That's what I like doing. And this is off of the drone path, but it's not really, because I'm going to be using this to print drone parts. That was my whole part of the little gadgets and stuff that are online. Okay, here you have your main screen. Anet display as they call it. Okay, it's like a ribbon cable. That's right there. Okay, so you look at it. Got some push buttons here. And again, there's a lot of upgrades for this thing. Once you get it set up and get it printing, and this costs you nothing to print them, just your filament or whatnot. This is going to be your heat sink for your extruder and your cooling fan, looks like. We have a data cable, belts to drive the Z, and I think the Z motors is the one to go across, I think. That in the bed. You got a SD card reader with an SD card in it. It's an 8 GB. So that's cool, and there's supposed to be like test prints on here, so that's really cool. I'm just going through this box just to show that everything is there, and this is going to be part of the frame. Everything's there and in one piece. This is acrylic, so, and where it's cold, it would really be like a job to peel it, but you just kind of, anyway, we'll get to that later. You peel it off and it's nice and shiny black, kind of like the Solo is the transmitter. So okay, there's that piece and that piece. They look to be in good shape on the ears. You have a whole bunch of little puzzle pieces here. It's going to be something with your display, I believe. It goes on the back plate of it. This little guy, I do know what this guy is. This guy is a holder. So you would take this, I believe, put there. So these and this two would make a holder for your filament. So I know that's what that's for. These are just some top plates to lock them all in the frame once you get everything set up. I saw like crazy videos on this thing, so I'm kind of almost familiarized myself with what this is. Okay, that's layer number 2. Layer number 3. I told you guys, this is unbelievable. Like, you're gonna see what kind of skills I have when this is all said and done, besides droning. Let's start with this box. What we got here, I'm wanting to say this is going to be our power supply. Power supply, exactly. It tells you all your hookups there. Just read carefully. Anybody can do this. I'm not like no pro. This is the first time I'm attempting something this big, but I feel good about doing it. Okay, we have a Z motor. If I can get it out of there. Anyway, they're a little tight, but I don't want to break nothing. Okay, let's start what we can get out. Here's your extruder. A little 4mm head on there. Yeah, that's what sets it like this and prints. And then that cooling fan and heat sink and all I showed you back then goes here. This is like a push down for releasing it. So that's your extruder. This is just your to clean everything up, because it's a lot of wires and some wire ties, just to make it pretty, make you work pretty when it's all said and done. Here's your rods. I was telling you about that little piece slides across. You got what do you have in there? You should have 4 of the same, and then 2 of the longer ones. Okay. Then we have the all thread, more or less, and that's what drives everything up and down on these guys. They're threaded. It goes in, and that's what takes care of everything. And then you got the 2 long rods off of this, which feed through here, that go across and talk to this guy like this. It lets it know to work together. and everything. This is a cooling fan. Right now your cooling fan goes on your extruder like this, and then this piece comes down under here and clips on like this, and it blows air across your extruder, well, kind of down on whatever you're printing. But that you don't need, because I'm printing one that goes in the same manner as this one, except it comes down and it's a circle, so 360 degrees puts cooling on where it needs to be. Okay, so let's get all this back in here. And this is like a it's like a 8 to 12 hour build, depending on your knowledge of tinkering and building things. So fun, that's what it spells. Fun, fun, fun. Let's get these motors out here, because there you go. Get this one out. Alright, this is a stepper motor. It's a X motor. Okay, you want to watch turning these guys. They will generate current, AC current, and if it puts out enough of you turning it fast enough, it will blow some resistors in there. So you want to watch doing that. And on your drones also, watch that. I'm starting to watch it myself. You'll still see me spin a prop, but I kind of smack myself on the hand every time I do it. But yeah, so there's your X motor. And this might be, I don't know which one this is. This could be the bed. Let me see, Z and Z and then Y. No, so it's probably going to be, I know these two right here is what drives up and down, as I was telling you. One drives the bed, sets like this on the bed and drives. And then, what was the other one for? See, you got the two goes this way, and I think the other one's for the extruder or something, but I don't know. We'll get all into it. You'll see, I'll film as I go along. And then we got some more pieces here for frame, top mounts, some more goody looking pieces. Oh, what's up here? Just cardboard. Okay, I get to show you the frame anyway. But that's what it is. It's just like stuck on there, and you just peel it across. Okay, but that's real sexy looking then. Fingerprints all over the place. And it's tough to get off, they say. But anyway, so this is showing that everything is in good shape, like I said. Always do this, especially for what this cost. Here's where that screen I showed you will go in with the 4 buttons. This is going to set on top like such, like this. And like I said, we'll go through as we do it. This is your top piece, I believe. Everything looks straight and solid, and you think it'd be warped, but I guess it's all about how it's boxed up. So I don't know who this is. Like I said, bought it from GearBest, so I don't know if they get it in and it's pre-packaged like this, but I don't know. Great job on whoever packaged it. Thank you, GearBest, for the cheap and awesome price, because it was cheap for what it did cost. Well, what did you pay? 158, I think it was.
158 for in-US
yeah.
shipping.
Where I joined the group, my son was just like, "Well, I want to get you a printer," and he's got ideas of his own to get some stuff printed, and he thought it was cool, so he figured, well, if you could put it together more or less, we could have one at the house. And so he went ahead and bought this one. And this is layer 3, and this is the most heaviest layer. Okay, just pull the box out for me. Okay. So when it's done, out of the box, this is what you're looking at. I don't think I can get you all in there. I had to kick the Phantom off the table for a minute. Set it to where it won't fall over. That haunts me every time I set that down somewhere. And can we see, guys? All this will make one printer, one 3D printer. And you got some more pieces overlooked in here. These are just like the caps and ends, and everything. And you got some, this is, goes on the bottom plate for, like I said, one of these motors hold the belt on one end, and then the belt comes down here on the other end. This here, you just cut it to fit and strap it down. That's what drives your bed, because the bed moves and then the extruder goes up and down. They have them multiple different ways. I've seen them where the extruder stays at the top and then your bed raises and then moves down as it goes. It's pretty cool. And then they got the one that's like kind of like a tower, and then you have another one that has like this will feed one color, this will do ABS, it'll do multiple different filaments. And they have the one that has up to the group that I'm joined, they have one that has 4 colors that goes into it, so they can print multiple like rainbow stuff, or thinking and sort the way we think on our channels is 4 props at one time instead of 1 prop at one time. So yeah, sorry guys, that's the unboxing. GearBest, thank you so much again for the awesome price for this guy. It's going to bring a lot of fun into our house because my son bought it for me, but basically it's going to be like a family thing, because they're going to get to learn how to use it and everything else. That way they're into 3D printing also. And it's not really that hard to do, guys. So if you want to get into it, I can help you out. I know a little bit about it, so, but I have guys that's backing me up that knows a lot about these things. So that's one plus. But I think I can get it along and see what we're doing. Hopefully we'll get a video of something printing by the end of the weekend. It is an 8 to 12 hour build, like I said. Just imagine all these pieces, and then you have
instructions.
Yeah, because there was no instructions. I did thank you for telling me that there was no instructions on that. So
I was just thinking that.
So yeah, but actually it is, but it's just not in our eye form right now, because I think there's a on the flash drive there's a instruction manual. But like I said, I have been watching videos on this thing, and you can see I pretty much explained everything. I think how I should have explained it. There's probably certain names for this arm and that arm, but we'll figure all that out as we go. So yeah guys, who knows, might be doing some 3D printed drone stuff giveaways. Like, I know what you guys fly, so you never know. I know everyone loved those 3D printed legs that I did, so who knows. A lot of potential here can be built all on a little small plate, all on this guy. See if you can build pretty much the size of this guy, so just to be silly. Transmitter. You can build little drone. You can build this stuff all day. Print this stuff all day. Thingiverse instead of universe. Thingiverse. Go check that out. And if you have a drone, punch it in and see what different things are able to be printed for your drone. You'd be amazed. And different things that can be printed. Camera mounts, GoPro, they're expensive. You print all that stuff. So, but here's some white PLA. Not much. We didn't know they were going to give us to us with it, so my wife got up with the group that I'm with, and they let us purchase one. So awesome. Thank you, Kevin. So we'll get it going and do some prints and see what happens. See where we're at. And there's, like I said, the power supply upgrade we're going to do. It's probably about $80, say $158, and probably about another $80 you're looking at just in like a power supply, MOSFETs for running the hotbed, and then one for the extruder. And that just takes a lot of weight off of the motherboard here, the main board, from it doing everything and causing the ends of your wires to burn out and possibly burn your house down. So be careful if you get this thing. I have been told by numerous people about it. So do your homework on it, figure it out. If you think you can handle it, go ahead. GearBest.com is where you can purchase this. Thank you, GearBest. I will post a video of it, of the unboxing and all. So thanks again, guys. Look forward to me showing you some 3D printed stuff. MD95 TSI signing out. Thank you.